Members of the Senate, today we have the honor of welcoming Chao Jian, the Consul General of the People's Republic of China in Chicago. Mr. Jian worked for the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs for more than 20 years. Among other positions, he served as Director of the Department of North American and Oceania Affairs. Before accepting his current position this year, Mr. Jian served as Consul General of the People's Republic of China in Melbourne, Australia. As Consul General, Mr. Jian covers 9 states in the Midwest and works to promote mutual cooperation in developing China-U.S. relations. So please join me in welcoming Chao Jian to the Illinois Senate.
A lot of thanks to the President of the Senate, Mr. John Collerton. And it's my great honor to be here visiting the Senate of Illinois, and it's really my great pleasure and a great privilege to meet our friends in the Senate. And of course, our Consulate General is in Chicago, and our job and our task is to promote the links between Illinois and China, to promote the economic, trade, cultural, and people-to-people links between the Midwestern states of the United States and China. And of course, this year marks the 40th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and the United States. And over the past 40 years, our relationship has gone through a lot and made historic progress. This relationship has not only brought great benefits to our two peoples, but also contributed significantly to global peace, stability, and prosperity. China and the US are each other's largest trading partners, and China is the US' third largest export market. Of course, Illinois has always played a very important role in the development of our two nations' relations. Last year, about nearly a dozen provincial leaders from China visited Illinois. For years on, and China has been Illinois' second largest trading partner and third largest export market. And more than 16,000 Chinese students are now studying and living at universities across the state of Illinois, and they have been very well looked after by the universities. We are very happy to learn that both houses of Illinois General Assembly have proposed resolutions commemorating the 40th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between China and the United States. This serves as a reflection of the high-caliber, mutually beneficial cooperative relations between Illinois and China, which we highly appreciate. As the ancient Chinese saying goes, one should usually have no doubts and will no longer feel puzzled at the age of 40. So after 40 years, the China-US relations have now entered a new phase. While great changes have taken place in our relationship, many things about the China-US relations have remained unchanged. That is, we know that the importance of this relationship to the welfare of our two peoples and the people of the world has not changed. And the fact that our common interests always far outweigh our differences has not changed. And the mutually beneficial nature of this bilateral relationship has not changed. And the need for our two countries to seek common ground and while dissolving differences on the basis of mutual respect and mutual trust has not changed. And we also know that the very strong goodwill and friendly sentiments between our two peoples have always been there, and their desire to increase mutual understanding, friendship, and cooperation has not changed. So actually, as new Consul General here in Chicago for China, I'm quite confident that we will be able to do more to promote the economic, trade, and cultural links between our two countries. And of course, there's a very strong basis for the further growth of that mutually beneficial relationship. And of course, our two countries have a lot of commonality together in the world. We are two largest economies in the world. We are both the permanent members of the Security Council, and actually, I think our two people are two great peoples in the world, and we have always tried our best to bring better life to our peoples. And in China, in the past 40 years, and actually in the past 70 years, since the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949, we achieved quite a lot in economic and social development, but there's still a long way to go. We are still a developing country. But I think, like the United States, we always believe that the better life for the people can only come from hard work, can only come from the cooperation and exchanges with foreign countries, with the partners and friends in the world. And as the two very important nations in the world, we show the great responsibility for bringing great benefits, more benefits to our two peoples. We show the great responsibility for maintaining peace and stability and for promoting the common prosperity and common development in the world. And I still remember that back 80 years ago, that our two nations joined each other and we worked together in the Second World War. And our efforts 80 years ago have made great contribution to the world peace and stability. We have helped, played a very decisive role in that era. And of course, in the year 1979, our two countries come together again after some twists and turns of this relationship. Now, 40 years on, we have witnessed the great progress of our relationship that is mutually beneficial, that is based on mutual respect, equality, and mutual trust. And there's no single reason why our two countries cannot work together in the years to come. And we have seen that the two leaders of our two countries, they have been working very hard to bring even better relations for our two peoples. And actually, our President Xi Jinping and President Trump have agreed on bring a improved relationship for China-U.S. For our two peoples, and we are working very hard to work on a very comprehensive and a mutually beneficial economic and trade agreement. And we believe that by working together, we can open up more economic opportunities for our two peoples, and we will be able to work for the prosperity of the world in a more broader way. Of course, the people-to-people links between Illinois and China, between our two countries, have always been very important. And with the very strong sister relationship between Illinois and China, we will be able to bring more benefits to our two people. We will be able to promote further the mutual understanding and the great friendship between our two peoples. Thank you so much. Thank you.